Hello friends, welcome to A for Education. In the last few months, we have been discussing paper 1 questions. So far, we have discussed the questions from communication, higher education, research aptitude, reading comprehension, logical reasoning, mathematical reasoning and data interpretation. And today, we are going to discuss some of the questions from communication. And we know that NTA has conducted the examinations in the months of September, October and November in the last year. And there were many topics, and we know that paper 1 were different from one topic to another topic. Paper 1 of commerce subject was different from paper 1 English subject, and it is different from like sociology, and all the topics have the different paper 1 examination. So we have many questions. We have more than 100 plus questions from paper 1 topics in communication itself. So today we are going to discuss some of the questions from the topic of communication. So we can move to the first one. So this is the question which NTA has asked in the last year. So I think it is an easy question. You can comment your answer. If you want more time to do the answer, you can pause the video and you can comment the answer. So the question is very simple. It is an easy question. We can do answer this with very limited time. Like we can say that it is an easy. So the question is, multimedia comprises of option A, text and audio, option B, video and audio, option C, video only, option D, text, audio and video. So multimedia comprises of whether it is text and audio, or whether it is video and audio, or is it in video only, or text, audio and video. Which one of them we can say that multimedia. So this is the question. You can do your answer as a comment here. So we can move to the answer. So the multimedia comprises of text, audio and video. We know that in this word itself, we can understand multimedia means more than one media or more than two media. Like it is not the question related to single media or two media. It is multimedia. So we know that the word multi we use when there will be the combination of more than two. We can say that it is multimedia. So we can say that it is the multimedia means the combination of medias. We can say that multimedia. It includes text, audio, video, images, graphics, like we can say that GIFs, like text, audio, video, images, and anything will be included in multimedia. It is the combination of several kinds of media, and it consists many kinds of media. We can say that. So the answer is text, audio and video. It is an easy question. We can move to the next one. So in this question, when communication for educational purpose takes place, the sequence of elements is, and we have given 5 things: source, encoder, message, decoder and feedback. Then we have given 4 options and choose from the following. Option A, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Option B, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 1. Option C, 3, 4, 5, 1 and 2. And option D, 4, 5, 2, 1 and 3. So I hope you have understood this question. So we have given the elements in communication. We have given elements in communication, but we need to arrange the sequence of elements. The source, encoder, message, decoder, feedback are the elements in the communication process. We know that. But in this question, we need to arrange the sequence of these elements, which will come as first element, which will come the next element, and last, which will come the final element or the last element. So the order, we should be arrange the order. We should be arrange the sequence. So you can comment your answer. We can move to check the answer. So the option A is the correct answer. So the order is right order. So the order is correct. We know we want to just identify this one because we know that first one is source. We know that source means sender. It is order is right. This one first come first, then second encoder, third message, fourth decoder, and fifth feedback. So we can say that option A, 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5 is the correct sequence of elements in the communication process. And regarding the first one, source, we know that source means the sender who is passing the information. It is source or sender. First sender will be there, then sender encoding the message. So it is encoder will come the second, and encoding that message, that content will come the third element, and it will be decoded by the receiver. So the decoder will be the fourth one, and here the last one is feedback. Even it is it is a transactional communication or interactional communication, there will be feedback. If it is linear model of communication, there will not be feedback, but here we have given feedback, so it may be linear or transactional. It may be transactional or interactional communication. So the feedback will come the last element. So the option A is the right answer. I hope you have understood, and still you have any kinds of doubts, you can comment your doubts. We will be clarified your doubts soon. So we can move to the next one. In communication process, when the sender and the receiver interchange their roles in respect of sending and receiving the message, it is called option A, universal model, option B, transactional model, option C, singular flow model, and option D, pluralistic model. So out of these four options, which one is the right option when the sender and the receiver interchange their roles in respect of sending and receiving the message? It is called whether it is universal model of communication, or whether it is transactional model of communication, or whether it is singular flow model of communication, or whether it is pluralistic model of communication. You can comment your answer. If you want more time, as I said, you can pause this video and you can think about it, and later you can comment your answer. So we are moving to the answer. So the answer is transactional model of communication. So we know that in a communication process, when the sender, the theme of this question is the sender and the receiver interchange their roles. So when a sender and receiver interchange their roles, we know that there are three kinds of model of communication. Like first one, linear model of communication is there, then interactional model of communication is there, then transactional model of communication is there. We can divide that model of communication into three: linear model of communication, interactional model of communication, and transactional model of communication. So here we have to understand, then sender and receiver interchange their roles. So the sender and receiver interchange their roles means like sender in a communication process, sender will be like receiver. So there are two persons, one is sender and other one is receiver. When sender send message to receiver, sender is the sender and receiver is the receiver. Then when the receiver replying to the sender, or receiver giving feedback to the sender, when receiver giving feedback to the sender, that receiver will be the sender and sender will be the receiver. Like we can say that A and B. A person sending message to B person B. So A is the sender, B is the receiver. And when B replying to A, or when B giving feedbacks to A, B will be the sender and A will be the receiver. So we can say that here A and B, both persons are the receivers and the senders. Simultaneously A and B are the senders and receiver, which means the sender and receiver interchange their roles. So when the situation like sender and receiver interchange the roles, means there will be feedback. There will be feedback, or there will be instant replies. There will be replies and feedback. Then only we can say that sender and receiver interchange their roles. When sender and receiver interchange their roles, there should be feedbacks and there should be replies. So we can say that it is not a linear model of communication. Then we have two options like interactional model of communication and transactional model of communication. So interactional model and transactional model, both the model in interactional model and in a transactional model, there will be the situation like sender and receiver interchange their roles. But in this question, we have given the option transactional model. In here, there is the interactional model of communication. There is only one model of communication, like it is among interactional model and transactional model. In this option, we have given transactional model of communication. So we can simply say that the answer is transactional model of communication, because in transactional model of communication, there will be feedbacks, there will be replies, and so in that situation, sender and receiver interchange their roles. Sender will be the receiver and receiver will be the sender. They change their roles simultaneously. So in this question, the answer is transactional model of communication. I hope you have understood this clearly, and still you have any doubts, you can ask. Your doubts will be clarified, your doubts soon. So friends, we can move to the next one. So this one is the match the following questions. So we know that there should be at least one match the following question in communication. When we analyze the paper 1 questions which NTA has asked in the last examinations, we can surely say that, we can definitely say that there will be match the following questions in the communication parts. So here there are two lists are there, list 1 and list 2. List 1 says communication barrier and list 2 the description. So we need to follow, we need to match the list 1 with list 2. So we know that there will be physical barriers, there will be psychological barriers, there will be language barriers, there will be cultural barriers in communication. So in this question, list 1 includes physical, psychological and language and cultural, and list 2 consists different understandings, stereotypes, predisposed notions and inaudible voice. And we have given 4 options. Option A, A4, B3, C1 and D2. Option B, A3, B2, C4 and D1. Option C, A2, B1, C3, D4 and the last one, option D, A1, B2, C3 and D4. You can comment your answer. We can check the answer now. So the answer is option A is the right answer. I think it is also an easy question. So physical means it is inaudible voice, and then psychological, we know that it is predisposed notions, and language definitely different understanding, and the last one cultural, it is stereotypes. We can answer this question very easily. So we can check the one by one, and it is when it comes to the physical, we know that it is related to inaudible voice. Inaudible voice means it is an physical barrier when a sender passing the information, but the receiver cannot receive that information because it is not audible. So it is a physical barrier. So we can say that inaudible voice is the example of physical barrier. Then comes to psychological noise. So like it is predisposed notions, we can say that it is a psychological barrier, because you know there will be premature evaluation, like group identification and like status difference will be there, because before starting the communication itself we have a prejudiced mind, and prejudice like we have a like we can say that a judgmental decisions before starting the communication itself, because these kinds of predisposed notions, it may be wrong or it may be right, but these kinds of predisposed notions are the example of psychological barrier. And definitely the third one, when it comes to third one, like language means it is different understandings, because maybe a person from Tamil Nadu is speaking Tamil, and coming to the person from Kerala who doesn't have knowledge in Tamil, that there will be different understanding. The person, the Kerala person will not get what exactly that Tamil person said. So there will be different understanding in the case of language. When the persons are using the different languages, there will be a different understanding, and like we know that language will be leads to different understanding. Inappropriate language will leads to the different understanding in the communication. So language is related to different understandings. And the last one, cultural. So we know that it is stereotypes. Stereotypes are the examples of communication barrier. Like we know that the culture which we have been following from the childhood itself, so it may be true or it may be wrong, because for example we know that black person has criminal mind, like that white supremacy in the world shared that propaganda, like black people are not good, but it is not right, it is wrong. There will be good persons and there will be bad persons in blacks, whites, etc. So but we cannot say that, but there is stereotypes things in the culture, and like we can say that women don't do that education, or after marriage women don't go to the education. Like there is stereotypes in our culture, so we don't want to follow these kinds of stereotypes which when it is wrong. So we can say that cultural are related to stereotypes. So the answer is option A is the right answer. And another match the following questions. Again, list 1 and list 2 are there. List 1 says examples of communication. List 2 says types of communication. So the examples of communication, like a company boss telephones his or her secretary for some help from outside. Then option B, a company issues a circular of guidelines for its employees. Then option C, employees discuss certain issues among themselves. Then option D, a company sends a formal letter to its retailers and wholesalers. And list 2 consists marketing communication, horizontal communication, vertical communication. Here it is typing mistake, sorry. So vertical communication, then informal communication. So we want to match the list 1 with the list 2, types of communication with examples of communication. And again we have given options. Option A says A4, B3, C2 and D1, and option B says A1, B2, C3 and D4, and option C says A2, B3, C4 and D1, and option D says A3, B4, C1 and D2. You can comment your answer. Let's move to the answer. So let's move to check the answer. So the answer is option 1 is the right answer. So A4 we can discuss, and A4, B3, and here as I said, here some typing mistakes are there. So it is vertical communication. And C2 and the last one D1. So we can check one by one why the answer, why it will come the answer. So we can check the answer one by one, we can check. So first one, a company boss. So when we are talking about the first one, a company boss telephones his or her secretary for some help from outside. So here it is like it is a confusion. There will be confusions to answer this question. So we want to check all the words one by one very thoroughly. Otherwise, our answer will be wrong. So we need to check all the words, all the keywords. Especially we want to detail knowledge, or we want a clear knowledge about key terms in these questions. Otherwise, our answer will be wrong. So here, when comes to list 1 and option A company boss telephones his or her secretary for some help from outside. So for some help from outside. So a company boss seeks helps from outside helps from his or her secretary. So we can say that it is a part of informal communication, because that company boss needs the help, outside helps. It is not the helps related to that company, or it is not the helps related to the formal function of that company. So we can say that the answer is informal communication. Then when comes to option B, a company issues a circular of guidelines for its employees. So we can say that it is a vertical communication. You know that employees are the subordinates, and company or that higher authority issues a circular or guidelines for its employees. So hierarchical difference are there. So it is, we can say that it is a vertical communication. Then when comes to C, employees discuss certain issues among themselves. Employees discuss certain issues among themselves. So it is horizontal communication. We know that here superiors and here subordinates. So when the communication between superior and subordinates, either it will be it is vertical. We can say that when a communication takes place between superior and subordinates, it is vertical communication, and when the communication takes place among the superiors, it is horizontal communication, and when a communication takes place within the subordinate, it is, we can say that it is also horizontal communication. So we can say that when there is communication, there will be the same hierarchical communication between the persons who are there in the same level of hierarchy. We can say that it is horizontal communication, and different level of hierarchy, it is vertical communication. So here employees discuss certain issues among themselves. So it is an example of horizontal communication. There is no hierarchical difference. There will not be hierarchical difference. So it is horizontal communication. Then last one, option D, a company sends a formal letter to its retailers and wholesalers. So absolutely no doubt, even without a single shadow of doubt, we can say that it is a marketing communication, because here in the question itself says it is a formal letter and to retailers and wholesalers. So it is related to marketing communication. It is related to buying and selling, and it is related to retailers and wholesalers. So it is part of marketing communication. So the option A is the right answer. So these are the questions we have discussed today, and among these questions and among these explanations, if you have any doubts, you can comment your doubts. We will be clarified your doubts soon. So in the coming sessions, we will be discussing many kinds of questions from paper 1 topics. So thank you all.